Gotcha.
What's up, everybody? It's FC, and welcome to the game that's basically been having me addicted to my computer for the last week or so. So this is StarCraft 2, if you don't know this game already. So I recently purchased a new computer, a new PC, and tried to get back into the whole PC gaming because I'm originally a PC gamer, and I decided to get back into it. And one of the first games that I decided to grab was StarCraft 2. And now I played StarCraft 1 the first time around, and I wasn't as big of a player back then, but now with this one I am totally hooked. And so this game is a 2v2 game between me and my partner IR, and two opponents that we had in our league. They are two Zerg players, so right off the bat, right when we were loading, I informed my partner. I said, hey, watch out for a quick rush with Zerglings or anything like that. Just be on the lookout for that, because they might try to rush us. Now I suck at this game. We're both not too good at this game, so we are actually 2v2 bronze leaguers, so we're not too great of players, but I wanted to play this or show this game because it kind of showed a good strategy that we used, I guess. And as you can see, I do a lot of newbie mistakes. I have an idle probe here that's not doing anything for me, and that's something I should look out for. As you can see, I mean, it's basically like not having a probe there anyways, so I need to make sure that I pay attention to stuff like that. So my basic strategy for this game was a 9 pylon, 12 gateway, basic 4-gate strategy. I use the 4-gate because most people say it's a good strategy to use when using Protoss for a beginner. It's a basic build, it's pretty effective, and so, you know, it's not too bad to use it. So I decided to kind of master the 4-gate and see what I can do. And as you can see, I already have a gateway and pylon going. My partner already has a barracks building and a supply depot. As you can see, my opponents already has a spawning pool, so right off the bat I knew that we were going to be looking at a Zergling rush because they have their spawning pool right out and getting ready to bring in some Zerglings. His partner also has a spawning pool in the back here, so you know, the heads up was there that we knew that there was probably going to be some sort of Zergling push. He did send out his Overlord out over here. I don't know why he did that, maybe to watch expansions or something like that, but he basically leaves this Overlord here the whole time. I have a Zealot coming out now out of my first gateway, which is getting chrono boosted, and I have a second gateway getting built. A simulator also getting built on another pylon. So as you can see, I'm getting kind of prepared for it. If we look at unit production right now, we're looking at 14 probes pretty much across the board for me and him, and he's got 13, he's got 8, so he's a little bit behind on probes, but he's got 4 Zerglings to my Zealot, 1 Zealot, 1 Marine. So you know, one of them is a little bit behind in regards to drones, but as you can see, he's already got Zerglings harassing my probe, and so a push was probably on the way. I probably should have not brought this probe back this way. I should have gotten him and took him out in the middle of nowhere, because he basically brought the Zerglings towards him. And as you can see, two Marines and 4 Zerglings took out his 2 Marines, so he was left with 1 Zergling. He got 1 Marine out, and I think he ends up finishing the job for him. So that's pretty good, but as you can see, he has another push coming up. Him and his partner push out with 6 Zerglings, and he's only got 1 Marine to kind of protect it. So my partner gets attacked first, and that's not good for him because he basically gets overrun by the 6 pool and another 6 pool of Zerglings coming in. So these little Zerglings here do a number on my partner. You're going to see something smart come up right now. You're going to see him grab his SCVs and kind of funnel them. As you can see, the placement of his barracks did a really good job at making a little choke point right here. I have 3 Zealots coming right now. I think I have 2 going and 1 more on the way. So my 3 Zealots are coming here, and look at his SCVs kind of funnel them right into this little choke here, and my Zealots do a number on his Zerglings. So able to hold off this little onslaught of Zerglings that they try to send out. They try to kind of take us out quick, and my Zealots were able to take out majority of those Zerglings, and his Marines finally came in to kind of help us out. At this point, we're like, alright, let's do a counter, because they probably don't have anything, and we could probably do some sort of damage with them. So as you can see, we attacked this little expansion that they have going on down here. It's nothing big or anything, it's not their main base, but at least it stops the blue player from expanding and getting more, you know, economy going. So kind of hinders their expansion here. And as you can see, my Zealot's pretty much going there uncontested. There's not a lot of, there's nothing that could save them. He's got Zerglings coming out this way, the blue player does. And I think he tries to save his little expansion, but the Zerglings end up getting taken out. Going back to my base, I still have two gateways going right now, creating creatures. I have one Stalker on one and a Warp Gate Morph on the other one. So I already researched the Warp Gate technology on the Cybernetics core, and this one's creating itself into a Warp Gate, and this one's getting done with the Stalker. I probably should have canceled this Stalker and created a Warp Gate first and then got the Stalker out, because I probably would have saved time. But that's kind of like a newbie mistake, I guess I did. Back at my base, I have another simulator out now, so I have, let me see, 18 probes going, and this probe is still not doing anything. This is stupid of me. I should have probably paid attention to that idle one not doing anything. Mistakes like this cost time, and this game is all about timing. As you can see, I'm going to bring out 2 more warp gates, so I'm going to try to make 4 warp gates, and as you can see, I'm going to start spawning in the Stalkers. So 3 Stalkers right now, and I start moving them into the battle. This is a mistake by us. We probably should have decided to like stay back and not attack with the army that we had at that time. As you can see, my opponent here already has a Roach and Zerglings out, so more Roaches are probably on the way. Let me see here. Queens, yeah, see more Roaches spawned out. At this point, we probably should have gone back and kind of macroed up a little bit and got a bigger army with a little bit more upgrades. But I think we tasted blood, so we wanted to go ahead and try to see if we can finish them off. But unfortunately, they had their queen, their Roaches kind of taking us out at a distance, and basically left us without any units. So we end up losing this little matchup here. But back at my base, I have 2 Stalkers, 3 Stalkers going on, Stargate coming out. So I think I end up building 3 Stargates and 2 more Warp Gates to go with the, or 2 more Gateways to go with the army that I have. My partner has 2 barracks, one producing nothing but Marines from the what is this, the reactor, and then one with the tech lab, and he's researching stim packs and the combat shield. So he's got that going. I think he's got an engineering bay coming up. Yeah, 1 engineering bay. He's got 2 engineering bays on the works. And what do we got coming up right here? Is it a starport? Factory, actually. So he might be looking at siege tanks or Hellions, trying to get some better units out there, because at this point our opponents are basically going Roaches and Zerglings. My strategy though was to go with air, because it didn't look like they were going to go with anything that could attack air. They weren't making any Hydralisks or anything like that, and the only thing that could attack air at that point was either Spore Crawlers or their Queens. So at this point, I try to crank out as many Void Raids as I can, knowing that they're probably not going to be able to counterattack any type of Void Raid. So I have 1 getting created right now. I should probably Chrono Boost this to get it out quicker. I had the energy. I mean, I got 100, so it's just sitting there. Now, as you can see, there it is. I Chrono Boosted this 1 star Void Ray, and I should be Chrono Boosting the second one so I can get him out quicker. 4 Warp Gates already ready to go. I have, what, 5 Stalkers right now. 6 Stalkers now. 1 Void Ray, another one on the way. 2 Gateways. Cybernetics core going. Economy is doing pretty good, not too bad. I'm probably going to get supply blocked here because I didn't pay attention. And again, this guy not doing anything. So 3 Stargates going on. I probably could have been okay with 2, because I think I end up not even using this 3rd one. So I probably could have saved some money here and gone with a different style of you know, upgrade or anything, like maybe like a Twilight Council or something like that. And here we go with the 6 Stalkers. What is it, 6 or 7 Stalkers? What do we got? 8 Stalkers, I'm sorry. 8 Stalkers and 2 Void Rays moving out. I'm trying to finish off our opponent here. Looks like something's going on. Looks like they got patrols going on with their creatures here. So they're patrolling this expansion. There are 2 expansions here. So we got 1 and 2 here trying to protect it. I got Void Rays on the way over here, and as you can see, the Void Rays are going to do a number of work on this guy. So I think they go straight for the Queen. So the Queen ends up dying pretty quickly, not doing much damage to the Void Rays. As you can see, the Queen's basically killed off, and the Void Rays can go ahead and go to town on this expansion base, or on this base, because they had nothing to protect it, nor Spore Crawlers or anything like that. If we move up, I believe he starts dropping Spore Crawlers all over the place because he knows that the Void Rays are coming. So as you can see, hatchery is basically done. Drones are still doing work. I probably should have killed off the drones first to kill off the economy. but I figured that the Void Rays would have an easy time with just the hatchery, and then they could pick off the drones as they left. So that was pretty cool. And as you can see, I think our opponent here starts dropping spore crawlers. Yeah, see? So we got spore crawler, infestation pit, spore crawler, and a spore crawler. So they're getting ready to counterattack any type of air that I might be bringing. So he relayed to his partner here that air was coming, so to be ready for it. As you can see, the Void Rays pretty much finished off this little base that they had going on, this expansion, and moved on to the next base. He's got spore crawlers going on, so he decided to counter as many of my Void Rays as he possibly could. And I believe they end up taking out my Void Rays before I could take off this infestation pit, or they end up killing off my my Void Rays. So this set of Void Rays is not doing too good. But as you can see back at the base, I have one Stalker back and 2 more Void Rays. So as you can see, Void Rays are coming in bunches right now. Not using the Stargate. Probably should have been using the Stargate a little bit more. One more Void Ray coming, and this Stargate unused. These 2 are unused. Again, these are probably buildings that I should be using that I'm not using, so that's my mistake. But it's something that I guess I should learn to use, is not pay attention so much to the battle all the time, and kind of macro up and be using all my resources over here back at the base. Back over here, looks like my Void Rays got killed off, so it doesn't look like they were too successful with killing those off. But I did bring another army to attack, and as you can see, these Void Rays are going to go straight for this Spore Caller. We're not going to allow them to kill off any of the Void Rays. Even though we lose one of them, we end up taking this one out and basically killing off this base, and he GG's for that. His drones are done, everybody's done right here, and our concentration or attention gets turned towards the other guy over here who's got one hatchery going, a similar extractor, and he's got, what has he got going up here? He's got a spawning pool, infestation pit, so he's bringing infestors out, and 2 evolution chambers. So he's got 2 evos, an infestor, and an infestation pit, and spawning pool. So infestors are probably coming out. My little Void Ray is doing some work on the last extractor that they got there. My stalkers here not knowing what to do, and we make our move towards the top of the opponent here and try to do as much damage as possible. Spore calls all over the place. So he's got 3 spore callers protecting his hive now, and my one last Void Ray here. I'm trying to do some sort of macroing, just attacking and coming out, in and out, so that I'm not within range of the just microing in and out and trying to get out of range of the spore callers. And he basically GG's. He birds infestors and tried to do something, but he had it like infestation terrans or something, but that didn't work out too well. He basically GG'd already, and we end up finishing up the last of his units and the last of his buildings. So I think it was a good little game for us in regards to learning how to persevere over an early rush. I think we handled it pretty well. Again, we have a lot to learn. We're not a good team at all. We still have a lot to work on and a lot to learn, but I think it kind of gave us some confidence in regards to countering any type of early rushes. But if you guys are good at this game, or you guys have any strategies or anything like that, send them in the comments. Leave them in the comments. If you're good at this game, send me a message. Maybe we could teach us a few tricks on Battle.net. We could add each other and we could play. And hopefully you guys enjoy this game. Until next time, guys. Later.